Hello, happy and beautiful and blessed Mars Day. I hope you can see me. I don't know how it's going to really pick up. The sun is like right here on me, and for that, I'm very grateful. Um, I'm so excited to go outside, as you can tell, because the sun is shining, and this was like about to be an hour ago. I've been excited for a long time to go outside, but I ended up getting diarrhea, and so naturally, that slowed me down a little bit. I'm still in the house, obviously. Um, But I was sat out in the sun anyway. Today earlier I was sat out for like almost 2 hours, but I just like really like love the sun. Like I get really excited for the sun. Like the sun is like amazing. Um it's a beautiful day today nonetheless. Um I'm feeling like very jittery, very anxious. I don't think it's the excitement alone of the sun that has me feeling like this. But nonetheless, let's see what the vibe is for today. Let's see what's going on. The star and the lovers. The star and the lovers. Okay, so the star focuses, like, on, they can focus on purpose, one's sense of purpose, destiny, fate, um, wish fulfillment, um, optimism, right? And the lovers naturally focuses on, love, connection, choices, communication, as it is the Gemini card. I wonder why. I wonder why they made Gemini the lovers card, right? That's so interesting to me. But yeah, so meshing those two quite literally with the temperance there, which focuses like on a combination, like merging more or less here, shall I say. Also naturally balance. It's giving energy of like beginning to accept one's like nature, like it's an energy of like really beginning to understand, yet and understand, integrate with um one's like, yeah, nature, or just like essence, or who you are to your core. It's like really beginning to understand that and like working with that, and like pouring into that now, and pouring into all the things that resonate with who you are to your core. I want to go to my Paulina. I really like love my Paulina deck. She's like so cute and whimsy. Five of Cups, the Moon, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Moon, hello. The Moon has been coming up a lot like lately. But maybe with that Moon and the Five of Cups, it's kind of like not. It has like a feeling of like uncertainty as to how what this like realization of who you are to your core, and like the things that nourish your soul or whatever. Maybe there's like a sense of uncertainty as to like how things might unfold in that way or something. Bruh, the lovers again. I don't really like I don't like doing like love readings at all. Whenever I'm doing a reading, because when I used to be on TikTok or whatever, um, whenever like it kind of starts feeling like a love reading, like I'm just like, okay, cool, but I'm just gonna kind of just like make this focus like on a love reading. I mean, on a self like love reading, because I just feel like there's just so many like readers out there, and it's like no shade. There's just so many readers out there already, you know. focusing and elaborating on that. And who doesn't like love, love? I love love. I'm a Pisces moon. Okay, like I'm like I like my favorite genre is like rom coms. I love love, but it's just not really something I care to do readings upon because, like I said, there's already more than enough out there, and like from like doing readings for people and everything of this nature, like who would like sometimes like come for like love readings or whatever. No, you know, there's too much sometimes of like a focus like on a connection when like the main priority should be the connection like with yourself first. And naturally it took like a lot of trial and error to get to this like realization, like with my own experiences. But it feels like a broken record sometimes when I would do readings for people and what I'm telling them isn't going in their head. It's a whole bunch of beating around the bush and everything in nature. And the main focus really should be like oneself. Um, and things will kind of just like become much more clear. And then you can start focusing like on that. I'm not like I love like I said I love love, but I just don't care to focus on love readings. Knight of Cups. Four of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. We have a lot of cups, a lot of watery energy. That moon. That moon, that moon, that moon. Nights can like deal like with messages coming in, like something coming in, like or perhaps like an offer. And that Four of Cups there being in reverse, it feels like because the moon, right, can like have a sense of uncertainty, right? But just because sometimes you can't see how something can work out, everything of that nature doesn't mean that it won't. Um, and then like the Four of Cups there, that's like, it's a sense of like feeling unsatisfied, a sense of boredom. That also focuses like on options, which is funny because we have the Seven of Cups there, which also focuses like on choices and like having like options, but like not knowing which one to pick. We have the Ace of Wands there, which that deals with like being inspired, a sense of inspiration, whatever. But yeah, with the Four of Cups being in reverse, it's like this newfound hope, also like a newfound sense of inspiration once more. And like it's like no longer looking at all the things perhaps that didn't work out, or all the option or all the things that don't really, I guess, water your garden. I'm saying water your garden because we have like a lot of cups here, and Seven of Cups there. Anyway, what's the Knight of Cups? And then the King of Cups there. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles kind of fell out. What's the Knight of Cups about? We have Page of Swords in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. Anyway. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, wait. And then the Four of Cups in reverse. Why? It's all about like, and the Six of Swords there in reverse. The Death card here at the top. With the Six of Swords in reverse and the Four of Cups there in reverse, it's the energy of like low key, wanting to stay where you were at only because it was like a bit more comfortable with that Six of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like a reluctant kind of to just like move, shall I say. Yeah, the Hanged Man there in reverse. And then the Death card naturally. But I hope this is like making sense with the Queen of Wands there and whatnot here. okay, wait. So like the overall energy here, like natural, like I said, it's like really beginning to integrate or work with something that just comes like very naturally to you, like learning to embrace it rather than like kind of suppress it, or not suppress it, shall I say, but kind of to start being more like open about it, right? Not like intended or whatever, but like no longer like need no longer withholding or not letting yourself shine in a certain way. Because the Queen of Wands is a very confident, vibrant, in your face like energy. Okay, like very confident. Um, what are we saying here? What's the main message here? High Priestess in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Wands. And then the Hermit. It's that just kind of feels like perhaps you've just taken like a lot of time to sit with something. If that's like the High Priestess in reverse and the Queen of Swords, I don't know, for some reason it's feeling like more like an inward kind of feeling. Oh no, my card. Like a inward kind of feeling, like taking like a lot of time to like I said, water something. What are we? But also too, the High Priestess can have like a sense of feeling like a little doubtful about something, and then we have that Eight of Wands here. Why do we have Eight of Wands in reverse? That's another like kind of blocked like energy. And I just okay, blocked energy. Had that Page of Swords here at the top. I saw the Seven of Swords in reverse, and I saw the Three of Pentacles. And I think that perhaps was playing into a part of feeling a little bit hesitant into perhaps sharing or becoming more expressive about this part of yourself or whatever is because maybe past like environments, past people, connections or whatever just made it seem like it was easier perhaps to just like withhold it or just to kind of dim it down like a little bit. um how do I say it? Maybe yeah, just like past like people, right, or whatever, just made it seem as though it was just easier to kind of just keep this part of yourself to yourself. And whatever part of yourself this is, it seems it is not seems it is a very big part about who you are. And how the fuck can you hide that? Right, you know what I mean? Shouldn't have to hide parts of yourself, especially big aspects, parts of yourself, whatever, to make other people feel comfortable, right? That's you simply cannot do that. So, and it's like not to like point fingers at other people made me feel this way because it also, despite whatever the fuck is happening externally, you're in control of yourself and you cannot let the external dictate what you do and how you operate, right. But I just think it's just now overall it's just becoming so much more apparent about this like part of yourself and just like really wanting to really merge integrate with it. um yeah, the Lovers and the Star, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, a lot of fives, and the Knight of Wands. Oh look, another five. Five of Cups, that focuses on change. Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock. What the? It's better to embrace rather than to resist. Change is inevitable, as I will always say. Well, it's not my saying, everybody knows this, right? But especially like if you're wanting now to start seeing changes like in your life as well too, you know, you have to start making the changes on your end, so the external can like match that. And I feel like there's just been like work like happening or whatever. But now I think it's time to just start really being, this is me, bitch. You don't like it? Fuck off. Right? About whatever it is, about who you are. Okay, let's just get like one more. Then I gotta bounce. Because I was gonna be like, I know, like yesterday or the other day, like in my video, I was like, I gotta bounce. And I was like, but not on a dick. Or strap. Five of Wands. King of Pentacles. And okay, where are we gonna like split? Seriously, that Hanged Man. It's time to get out of that like limbo kind of state now, shall I say? Five of Wands. It's just a whole bunch of, I know, like a whole bunch of like external, like a whole bunch of like noise, a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of miserable people. It's really fucking annoying. I totally get it, totally fucking understand. But fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. And it's like also like as well too, like I believe that everybody is here with a purpose, everybody is here with a reason, but it's up to a person it's up to a person, what life they choose to live, what the actions they choose to make, right? Whatever the fuck. But, sometimes, people become very afraid of who they could be. They're so scared to fail, they don't even give themselves a chance to try. You know what I mean? And, along comes a person who isn't scared to do that, who isn't scared to fail, who isn't scared to be themselves, to do what they love, to be who they are. Along comes that person, and that can be very triggering and can be very infuriating for a person who operates just like in the shadows and who refuses to, right? And it's like an energy of, oh, well, if I can't do this or whatever, if this didn't go like my way or whatever, then I don't want it to happen for you. And I think that, like, I don't think, sometimes people either consciously or subconsciously try to sabotage people who they know, and who they know of being very capable of so many things, right? What we see in other people, we also have within ourselves. So it's not a sense of that these people can't do things for themselves, they just choose not to. Because it's like I always say with that Six of Swords, there it's easier and it's more comfortable to stay where you are, right? To not push it to the limit or whatever the fuck. But this isn't really about other people, right? And I guess just like what I'm saying is, it's just like, yeah, it can be very exhausting and draining being around people who, are like this, but we can't like let it distort what we know to be true. We cannot let the projections of other people make us be afraid to be who we are and to do the things that we really truly love and to step into our purpose and to just be. There's more than enough space for everybody to shine. And with this hangman here, like universe, I think you already know what it is you need to do. You just already know what you need to do, what choice you need to make with that Lovers and the Seven of Cups. It's pretty clear to you now what you need to do. So it's really just about, it's time to get out of that like limbo kind of state and to just start doing. Not in the sense of, oh, I have to do this all like right now, but to just start like I said, acting upon what it is you need to do, and things will unfold as you do so. Like they just will. It's not like, oh, will they or will it? They like will. Because, you know, like I said, with the, well, not like I didn't say this, but like, you know, but just like in general, right? You wouldn't feel called towards something, you wouldn't be very passionate about something, you wouldn't be very talented in something if it wasn't something that you weren't meant to invest in, to do, to nurture, right? And, you know, sure, might be another person doing something perhaps the same or whatever the fuck. It doesn't fucking matter because nobody can do it the way that you do it. There's no other you. But it's like, no, right? No one has your razzle dazzle. No one has your spark, bitch. The Tower in reverse. Either way, bitch, it's inevitable. Whatever the fuck you got going on, you're the Diva on Twitch. So, you know, better start marching to the beat of your own drum and do what the fuck you need to do. The sun and just to be, right? As I was saying yesterday, look at my other videos as well too. I love the moon, but I really like love the sun. I really like love the sun, as I said in the beginning of the video. So, and to be the sun is to, you know, be very vibrant, to be very expressive, very creative, confident, honest. And it's a kid, it's a child on a hummingbird, right? And in whatever it is that you fucking do, make sure you're always doing it from a place of, make sure that it's just coming from that inner child, from the kid within, because that's where all the magic comes from. That's where all the magic is. Right? That's where all the magic is. And I like that in this deck it describes, you know, the star. Actually, I just split at the Eight of Pentacles, and that focuses on commitment and dedication towards something. And then you have the star, right? Also, as well, too, wish fulfillment. It describes as of just like a girl who's been trained to become a ballerina, and she's finally a ballerina. Right? Just because perhaps something takes like a bit of like a longer time than what for other people or whatever else, like, you know, people don't there's no rush or whatever, but whatever you pour in is going to pour, it has to pour back into you, right? So I guess I'll just end it off by just saying, like, bitch, like, literally, like, believe in yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you? Literally believe in yourself with the strength card here, right? Just believe in yourself. Because anything that is rooted on fear and control and limitation is just an illusion. It's just an illusion to keep you where you are and to keep you stuck. How can you fully know what you're fully capable of if you don't even fucking try?